There we go. Uh, hmm. Uh, um, hmm. Say it again. We are continuing. Plug away. Man. Okay. Um, here on the Mm, they begin to make their way towards us. The 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 towards towards the uh towards rising. That was the moving uh 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 mm, mm, uh, going uh, uh, even as they approach several over the sound. You now uh, the, boy, yeah, mm, the um the burning ray. Uh, uh, the burning ray. Um, the now really, violet First. These. Even building room talking about uh like give him creature. Um, um, uh, because any attempt can do it. up to above uh land it wouldn't be an union, would it? Aerodynamic. Mm. Mm. Uh, mm. Landed good. Um, remember, we are into the order to clear out. In print versus all food for the or improve system, speed and expect heavy race, largely light mech, large light like, with the focus keep your eyes Johnson or the recon has highlighted the present as has captured has detected the presence of several eyes open for any Uh, 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 chuckle. Uh, fine. Dog. We see. We. Uh, 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 um, uh, 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 doesn't. Uh, uh, Not sure. You want fancy. Hmm. Uh, um, um, uh, uh, apparently, um, apparently, uh, it was, free, um, uh, battle tag salvage. Was free with the salvage. Hmm, uh, you get that we can keep, we down, or, you get paid, in market, they paid for, value in, I, I will use some of those. Uh, huh? Uh, but, later. Uh, um, um, the, uh, see, those, uh, um, Uh, uh, um, uh, Armin. Uh, 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 Lyran regulars. Boss. Airlines. Boss. Right. Brick. Atlas. Bang, bang. Earth. Uh, uh, uh. Oh, I didn't see those in the back. I know. Hopefully I can as the temperature warning died the bay door. Oh, okay. Again. Four. Get those. E2 yes, is gosh. Um, uh, getting frosty. A and the first thing about us, they're rising to the beginning of Stanford. The screen bolted to bolted to their uh, uh, missing. Uh, uh, mm, uh, um, um, mm, the Tafna. What the Taf- آه، 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 آه. آه، مم. أشرب. آه، 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 even as the is to cross pages. Five, we have we got it. We got the heads up. Do we have lock? To silhouette. Okay. Oh, right. Grumbled. Um, uh, 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 mm, uh, so, uh, the real life force, for drug, shoulder, uh, and you close. Uh, uh, get plenty combat as soon as we once as soon as we get past. She low past the breath of the past the shell locust. Uh, uh, mm, mm, uh, 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 You'll get plenty of combat. You get plenty of combat and you get past it. Level I. Is too much. We won't have the usual fire support. Sending the metal flying off. As you roll through the external is the two others. They bigger. Two friends. Um, but taken out as the cosmos as the archer smashed into the but still false to the I want us in the plaza. The plaza. There's the plaza. First, that that should give us give us enough to really we're still too in here. The in front. They kept up the pace. Uh, 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 sh- uh, towards the plaza was large, beyond the crude wooden stage taking up much. Um, Stall, small stall, dotted, evolved, ripped, the content, brewed blood, uh, each champion, uh, exotics, lasers streak over the various break any cover. Taking out several uh, 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 Hey Zed, making good progress. The hell? What just happened? Okay. Taking out several infantry places. Dead. How's your day been? Ooh, yeah. Let's see, what does Steam have at the moment? Wallpaper engine, which I don't care about. Nikon does what? Son of Lana. Space Marine 2 is out, is cheap. Peaks $5. I might actually get that. I'm not sure. Nice. That's good to hear. So that's nice. I'm assuming that your did that friend of yours who was doing like a bunch of AI, like who was basically feeding everything in ChatGPT. Is he doing okay? Exotics, lasers, raked over any cover, taking out several infant. Okay. Oh gods. What do you call it? I actually set up OpenCode on my Linux install today because I don't want to be one of those people who shits on something without actually like using it. So I do actually take the time to like explore different like AI options, right? I've used chatbots, I've experimented with LLM calls, and now I'm experimenting with LLM assisted coding, like vibe coding. My experience with this has been chatbots are slowly getting kinda almost decent. As long as you are like actively checking what you're doing and like you are trying to learn from it instead of just like believing whatever it says. Honestly, not that bad. I can see why people use it. Vibe coding, not as bad as I thought it was. Still shit. It takes me just as much time to get anything done. Actually, more because I'm debugging shit. If I could actually, the thing is, it helps me specifically because it helps me focus. Image generation still shit. It's only like barely useful for like some specific things, but I don't know how it's going. And yeah, you can't afford not to, because like even with high level models, right? I've been doing like GPT OSS. I've been doing Qwen 3.5, Qwen 3, Llama 3, Gemini 2.5, couple of others, and what I've been able to find is that you need to have a very clear idea of what you want to make, because if you're trying to make anything that isn't the most basic bitch cookie cutter template app in the world that you could probably make in 10 minutes with an off the shelf template, you need to actually understand what you're doing. Right? So if what you are doing can be made in about the same amount of time with literally an off-the-shelf template, where you just like grab a free template or whatever and then change some things here and there, then sure, your AI can probably vibe code everything. I was trying to do some pretty basic stuff, and I've had to start over like 4 times because it writes itself into a hole and it doesn't have any sort of long-term planning. Yeah. But I can also see why like I just had like very recently had someone ask me for help with a programming task, and I was honestly, it was, to me it was quite simple, right? I've been doing a bunch of automation stuff for work lately. It was really easy to set up what they wanted, and they were actually really kind about it. And they were like appreciative of the work I had done, and I was like, oh, I forget that sometimes people don't know how to code. Like, to me, it feels natural. I've been doing it for more than half my life. I've known some programming languages longer than I've known like certain normal languages, right? I started learning Japanese and French well after I got into programming. So I'm tech technically my second language is probably C. But yeah, like it just kind of realized, oh, for people like that who are like trying to get get like surface level projects done. Yeah. Like I guess like for certain things it's helpful, and like I could see how people who I can see how people who don't understand the process of coding can mistake, oh, I can make a website with, oh, I can make an app, or like I can make like a proper application, right? Because to them it's the same level of, there is now a thing on my screen that does stuff, but the two things are very different. So yeah, that's kind of my experience so far. Yeah, and I feel like that's also kind of a problem that we're running into, right? Like Ellie Minibot said this pretty well, where there's going like AI is going to be useful in the future, right? Like even now, I can admit that yeah. So even now, I can admit that, hey, when I did that little vibe coding project that I did, like to try and get a feel of it and to get better at it, I was like, okay, this seems interesting enough. What can I say? Like just understand it, right? And like to be aware of how things are developing. I can admit that the AI could not get bored, which is really useful for someone like me who gets bored and distracted very easily. but uh, but because of that, I could just tell it to do boring shit, like, hey, implement this, like, implement this boilerplate. I don't really care about this stuff, or this is only an internal tool. I want a basic UI for it so that people can mess with it however they want, right? And it was like, okay, that seems fine, I guess. But as soon as I did that, as soon as I tried to have it like update and expand on that project, or it it didn't properly modularize the things, and like if I wanted it to directly query my local LLM instead of using like some weird ass package, and that worked, or the fact that it ran into errors every like 15 minutes, right? I had to say there was so much time that was just spent debugging errors, that if I had been able to focus and get the work done in that time, there would have been no errors, and it would have been a better, more extensible product. But I was having trouble focusing because I was just messing around with this. So I can recognize how it would be useful, but I can also recognize how anybody with basic programming skills would be able to use an AI, so use like a vibe coding thing, to make a much better product than someone without those skills would be able to do. So yeah, we're not losing developers. The thing is, we're probably going to be reducing the number of developers that are needed on any particular project, which is still kind of sad. Especially since we're not going to get paid anymore. Law. Ditch effort. Yep, times are changing, but I have started to find my own personal middle ground, which is AI companies are bullshit. There is a bubble, but it's the .com bubble. So which means, and just like the .com bubble, it's going to blow up. A bunch of the smaller companies are going to go out of business. We're still going to have probably I think we're probably going to get Google, OpenAI, and Claude. I think Grok's gonna die. I think we're going to see more. I think we're going to see more local AI as well. Because what I think is going to happen is we're going to see more setups that are you know how a bunch of people are buying. I do play D&D. I actually would like to set up a game at some point, but unfortunately I haven't had the. Hey Salman, how you doing? I am a DM, and so I am a forever DM. I was once a player, and then I volunteered to be a DM so that I could play some games, and I have never been a player since. Ooh, that's actually not a bad price. So, if you're interested in doing some AI stuff, take a look at some Mac Minis. They're ooh, that would be a lot of fun. So if you type !Discord, you can pop into my Discord to chat there, or I have links to both my Blue Sky and my Twitter. Yeah, Mac Minis are basically like a Mac Mini is basically a small. It's the desktop PC version of a Mac. It's like a desktop office PC. They're pretty cheap usually. So if we go apple.com, so if I look at Mac Minis and Mac Studios are both pretty good for this. Whatever. Give me a second while I pull up the US store here. So if I pull up the thing here, and we look at good lords, why are you like this, you dumbass? Whatever it is. So Mac Minis they're cheaper. Okay. So yeah, I will. Let me see if I can find you. But yeah, if you look at these, they are if you get one with a decent amount of RAM. The thing about this is that the Mac Mini is if I go to buy, and of course it's going to fucking give me. Anyways, point is they are actually pretty cheap. Like even new, they are like half the price of a MacBook. And if unfortunately you'll need to bump up your memory. Don't bother with the Mac Studio display. Well, at least I wouldn't recommend getting the Mac Studio display unless you are specifically doing no, you don't. It works just fine with any normal. Just get a separate webcam or mic. Like if you say the studio, so unless you are specifically doing like image processing workloads, like if you're doing editing, if you're doing like video image like Photoshop work, if you're doing color grading, then yeah. Sure, if you really want to and you have the money, go ahead. But like if you've got the money and you want to do it, go ahead. I'm not anyone to yuck anyone's yum. Though if you are getting the studio display, might I at least recommend not getting their dumbass stand. If you buy, you can buy a VESA mount for a lot less than that, and they have like VESA mounting by default. I saw the scheduling. I'll have to double check. I believe 1 p.m. I'll say Friday 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. would kind of work for me. Yeah. But yeah, so the thing is, I mean, again, if you've got the money for it, go for it. I'm not here to yuck anybody's yum. Yeah. So I've got my Discord there. I'm checking to see if I can see any links on your thing. I don't see it, but yeah, feel free to ping me there. As to but yeah, oh, thank you for the ball. That's really nice. Yeah, but if you get like at least 32/48 gigs of RAM, you can run basically any modern LLM or locally, which means no prices or anything. I don't care. I mean, if you don't mind me streaming, then that would be nice. But I'm also fine for just playing offline. I just want to be able to play out. Oh, did the follow notification not work? Let me see. Let me see. Actions history. Yeah, no worries. No, I have not yet. Okay. So if I try and requeue that action, what happens? Okay, that's odd. Okay, I don't see it. Okay, I'll have to debug that at some point. But yeah, what's this X Factor story video? What is this? The Lithuanian Justin Bieber? Yeah. I mean, honestly, the M1 is not a bad thing. I would suggest M2 if you have the option, because there was a big jump from M1 to M2, but after that it kind of stagnated. So I believe like M2 to M3 wasn't like a major jump in terms of capability, but so M2 to M3, and then M1 to M2 was like a decent buff. But again, it just kind of depends on what's available. Yep, M1 still has it. So there shouldn't be any issue with that. But yeah, I have been recently experimenting with local LLMs, and things have been going pretty decently. Nope. M1 is still good. Mac is actually Apple is surprisingly good about that. Ooh. Yep, I will make sure to get back to you as get back to you. So I tested out Quen 3, Quen 3.1. No, Quen 3, Quen 3.5, Gemini 2.5, GPT OSS, and like a couple of others. Yeah. So I'm a Windows person migrating to Linux. I also have a MacBook, so I'm the kind of person who doesn't give a shit which system I'm on. I pick them very specifically on use case. So for me, I love Mac for office workloads. I don't give a shit about like I don't like for gaming and stuff. I prefer Windows, and now I increasingly prefer Linux. I like Linux for its like for the programming environments. I really like that. I prefer Macs for technically I'm in +8, but I have a shit sleep cycle, so Fridays super late for me is not a big deal. But yeah, what's it called? So I've run all sorts of different models, and those are great. For Mac, I love their like Office suites. Basically, for any sort of mobile platform. Oh, yeah, I'm +8. UTC +8. I just give my stream times in UTC because that's the default. Right? People know their time zones by UTC. I don't usually share it precisely. Let's just say UTC +8. Sort of like Australia-ish time zones. So yeah. Don't worry about the sleeping stuff. I'm already basically an insomniac. Friday nights aren't a big deal for me. Yeah, exotics, lasers. Exotics, lasers. Anything. Religion. My accent is an absolute mess because I've been exposed to far too many different accents as I grew up. And I've studied in too many different places. But yeah. By the way, one thing I did want to ask about your D&D campaign. 3 p.m. EST. What is 3 p.m. EST? 3 p.m. Okay, that's a little messy. I can definitely be available around 5. But let's see. Thank you for the thank you for the compliments. I did the art myself. I'm actually planning on doing a new VTuber pretty soon because I want to have a few more options. I really want to learn VTubers. 9:30 a.m. EST. Oh yeah, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. The stream will end in about 2 hours. I'll hit the gym and then I'll be back before then. So yeah. Fridays and weekends. Unfortunately for the other days, I have work in the mornings. Fridays and Saturdays are the easiest. If you've got like more slots, like 9 a.m., then I'm a lot more free. But the other option is if you have slots later in the evenings, like around 5 p.m. your time, because then I can just wake up early and then do things first thing in the morning. So yeah, that's also perfectly plausible. Some damage. Her eyes, began moving almost. Oh, by the way, regarding this political thing, is this like kingdom building or court intrigue kind of stuff? Ooh. Yeah, no, that sounds excellent. Honestly, if you could totally just make me something like the weird bio horror that the Emperor has created to unleash on those who have displeased him as well. I don't really care, but yeah, and let's see, post Palpatine. Okay, so it's like political intrigue with your players, making their finding their positions across everything. Mm. Okay. The laser began moving. Hmm. Nice. Nice. Her laser began moving. Almost. Uh, uh, almost before her she could register. She's down the front. Hmm, uh, from um, uh, um, uh, oh, one step. There we go. I'll have to get into the mindset of, yeah. I'll have to get into the mindset of the creeping eldritch horror that's sort of bubbling up in the background. So, like, go ahead, man. Um, Trust me, I love that kind of stuff. Uh, I still have like one of my favorite things I still have that I like. That like I yeah. One second, I'm gonna pull up something. Uh, so let me see if I can find it. It is. I'm going to show you something that I think that you are not prepared for. Okay. Sorry for the flashbang there, but this is a full physics paper that discusses the theoretical physics of the Mass Effect from Mass Effect that goes into the heavy, like the actual math that describes everything shown in the games. This is not my work. This is from a guy named Yogg on Sufficient Velocity. Yeah, sure. Oh, hold on. That's the wrong chat. 1 second. There. But yeah, this isn't my work, but this is from Yogg over on Sufficient Velocity. I was in this RPG when this was happening, and yeah, it was a lot of it's the kind of thing that I live for, man. I know him, I know him by like indirectly. I don't know him in person, right? Oh no. No, I don't know him in person. The thing is, Sufficient Velocity is a forum where these sorts of games have existed for decades. Oh sure, I'll send it to you on Discord. Where is Discord? Here we go. But yeah. Okay. Ooh. Post. Yep, sure. Ooh, that's interesting. Hmm. Philanthropic. The question: how are you playing droids in this setting? Are droids are droids sapient? Are they like dumb AI, smart AI? How are you handling that? Uh, mm, okay, okay. Do you have like custom droid rules? Hmm. What about biotech? Like, are you doing Yuzan Vong stuff, or are you um, or is this like movie canon only? Yeah, sure. Sounds like fun. Uh, uh, um, hmm. So I'm assuming you're open to the legend stuff. Hmm. Interesting. I might have to. So I might put together some deniable assets that I have. Let's say that I'll be passing along to your DMs so that they might be interested in. Um, hmm, okay. Uh, hmm, uh, hmm, uh, place of again. Um, as the urban tech the top uh, all uh, yeah, sure. I am fully open to all that kind of stuff. Yeah. Um, uh, uh, the yeah, like I'm fully happy to lean into that, especially if you need any help or anything. But yeah. Trust me, I'm just happy to find happy to make friends, meet new people. That's or pulling the trigger. Mm, uh, well, there's a big movie. I'll. I mean, for me, streaming is like it achieves a lot of things for me, right? It helps me focus on various tasks that I'm trying to get done. It makes sure that I'm building up my interpersonal skills. It helps me sort of interact with people more. It helps me unwind a little bit, and it's just something that I legitimately try to keep working on. Yeah. Did you know there's something fun about that website? The musicworld.com/live link that I use on my stuff actually memorizes which platform that you used that you used to watch me on. So if you go here, you'll see it gives you the option between YouTube and Twitch. And if you click through on one of these, it will remember, oh, you watched me on Twitch. So, oh, why did it not remember it that time? Does mine have a specific cutout? Wait, what happened? Why did that break? That should not break. Why did that break? Oh, it's because I went back to it. Yeah, you can see now if I try and go here, refresh, it immediately chucked me over to Twitch as soon as I go here. Yep, you can see. This one is... Why is this being weird? I know it is remembering that I want to go to Twitch. So I'm not sure why it's... Yeah. I'll have to figure out why that's being weird. But if I... It shouldn't be kicking me to... Should be kicking me over to... Should be kicking me over to Twitch right about now. Me. I'm going to have to find out why in the world that's being weird. Why does it say that I haven't posted? The hell? Why is this being weird? I'm gonna have to fix that. Yeah, why is that happening? Why is that happening? I need to go dig into why in the world the script is being weird. Ah. Okay, I'm going to have to fix... I think I know what went wrong. I'll fix that as soon as I get back home. Okay. Cheers, man. I'll reach out to you after the stream. Jump Jets and Urban Mac. Already. What is this? I need to get to the Urban Mac. Mm, uh, her, raped across the, raked across the top of the, let's, lasers immediately raked across the launch. Yeah, as, laser, smash, into, it lost. Actually, lost. Um, yeah. Uh, uh, um, uh, uh, um, our lasers immediately raked across the top, scarring the front of the, as they, home in on the, and right arm, and, focusing fire on ammo, are of, enemy. Uh, have the turn on the, other side of the, and the ammo, the explode ending the line, defending it, toppling, to side. Crash, crashing the, crash, smashing. Darna. Looked off, so we're talking into one second. Carbon. French. Distinct. Of optic. Confirming that the laser is also offline. Bricks denial. Natural laughter. Grappled out to the plaza as he got over to where Franken got over to meet Franken. He can what? We're seeing contacts coming in west. Looks like coming in. see. Uh, uh, mm, uh, uh, we're seeing contacts coming in from the city. Looks like uh, um, uh, looks like proper. Uh, 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 um, I see. Like the battle computer is picking thing up right now. Uh, um, mm, uh, 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 mm, uh, 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 um, am I seeing heavy? Uh, this. Why can't I find most common battle? I don't want them to have is this a Lyran? It is. So we'll go with the Stalker. I'm seeing this, right? That's a Stalker. We're going to want to focus on that. Probably someone important. I don't want to focus on that. Probably someone. Do we have a? Yep. I can set up my VTuber to be captured on what do you call it? Capture as my Discord webcam input. I mean, there's a couple of different options for that, right? Option one is that we just have my VTuber over to one side in like a picture of Palpatine, and then I can have like lightning that shows up in the middle there. So technically, if you want to go by the lore, I am technically a plant lich. So it would most likely be Palpatine trying to electrocute me while I try and strangle him with vine. Or get him high on mushrooms. That's the other option. Probably the option I would go with. Chemical warfare is suitably evil, so. So. Do we have a. Uh, um, let's. Let's say. Let them get close enough to commit. Um. Angel. What was the other one? Thunderbird, right? So we'll call it. I mean, depending on when say how long this goes for, I'll probably have like I'm really want to do a stream in the near future where I start doing. Yeah, yes. But I want to do another model which is going to be like more Mind Flayer inspired with like the tentacle beard. And like more uh it's rigged, right? So it's tracked to my face. So yeah. Um I could also probably find like a Fugi for Palpatine. Yeah, that's Stalker. We're gonna want probably someone. Angel. Angel. What is like a stupid name for um stupid name for a female fighter pilot in a Thunderbird? Stupid bird related. Hmm. Screamer. Angel Screamer. Yeah, a Scoffer. We're gonna want to focus on the Angel Screamer. Let them get close. So let them commit before you box. Um right. I'll want a fastball to get their attention. Uh, they got the the trash right. The round began as the Atlas rat the limp form of the battle of the flanking birds. Frankenmech towards the plaza. In the distance, the forms of several forming around the salt image for Phoenix Hawks forming they took up position behind cover as got into the crowd. They took up positions scroll after the defeat form of his bracelet. The Does he renew the atlas? Yeah. To the to or with feel of torture of torch. Yeah. The by um when when crashes down in front of the going to he laughed. Use that word that they use that he looks like it has been that yeah. Uh, 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 um, your cosmic. Your get those cosmic. Okay. He's even as the giant. Um, uh, uh, even as the largely who are the big and just as he is about to fly the cosmos slamming into the next arms even as mm, mm, uh, 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 spamming into next on the ASF brained their own on little on the back line. Rush. Rush. As the Rick was the first to showing throwing the neck. Named Bulk. With use that identify hey really yeah heavy one large grade armor. The great. Even as the yes, is spread out quickly. From behind, emerge the scholar. Behind and then Archer. Actually, we'll change bang bang to bang. Bang. Unloading. LR. Filling the roadway with the exhaust from her LRM. as they as cosmos shoot to the smaller the locus armor there we go. Going. With firing from fire. To the left as the wasn't and was together. Yes, the video, the from the airflow. Actually, to cover, cover. Some putting laser thing. Right. Uh, laser and auto can run into the meat of any locus that that to talk uh 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 uh, uh that wandered the planet. And punish any that try to feel the uh hawk that try to torture them. I'm seeing signs damage in the left knee. Give me some cover. Are we here to probably declare the opportunity. It raise as it says it march towards them. Raise putting it on the damage on the all them disengaging for a moment. All of her when hot. smashing to the back. The sheer of the weapon of the item did the as any crack followed by proper. Internal stresses from tons of my own. I have outputting the amount of force. Feel the bearing the thought of ripping open open the thing. The outer the rest. The berry eating up jam jam joint in my armor full on the as the engage the internal minuscule shoddy well fracture fracture let's say are on the force and as the neck began to topple. Onto one. The locust, as it was crushed under oh, 80 ton endo steel and the assault. Uh, 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 mm, mm, uh, and try to uh, 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 she ran over to the uh, does this have any jump jets? Uh, mm, uh, jump jets fire as she um in pressure stood upon her raining down laser on anything on the um uh other that suddenly had said that were expecting a threat from The second round of call from Condors. Sub led by rain down around her. Highlight different targets for missile solving. The balance per met on the score. Occasional running. Occasional turning. One of her guns down to put a few. Pausing only to during the gap in her use she swung as she swung to target met that thought the rifleman was a good idea. She put a few rounds in the minor of the stalker in the minor putting in the assault screen of writing. Hey, and I think the and not much to say. Not that she had hold out for longer. Several before two more lawns with friends, two more battalions, the IFX. Uh, right. Mopping up the. Uh, mm, uh, 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 Mopping up. What drag had managed to survive? Okay, that's where we're signing off for today. The known darkness, the known dark senate. I will reach out. You like rating someone? Uh, oh, okay, no, that is. We'll just wrap.